Yo, yo, yo. All right, check 1 2, check 1 2. We are here. We are here live. Oh man, another episode of the Everyday Gyms Podcast, season 2, episode 2. Before we even get started, real quick, I made a mistake, right? I can own my shit, right? Well, I can say I made a mistake, but I kind of adjusted my train of thought on something. I was gonna wait for Court to get here, but he'll be here shortly, so he'll catch up. Fuck it. I was dissing Mike, right? A lot. I was dissing Mike. And I kind of put him up in the, he was like what 3 or something like that. I had him 3. So because I've been thinking a lot, I have him tied now at 2 with Steph. So it's him and Steph at 2, and then Kobe's still number 1. But yeah. Yep. So yeah, him and yeah.
Can you hear me?
I was just telling them, Court, I made a mistake, right? And because I was on some BS, I was on bullshit about Mike, right? I was putting him up at 3rd and stuff like that in 4th, right? I kept saying 3rd, 4th. But now, after thinking about everything and how I really feel, I have him tied for 2nd. Him and Steph are 2nd. And then Kobe's still a GOAT. But he's tied at 2.
We up and running, right?
Yeah.
Fuck all that. Let's get to this trade.
What?
Yeah, we not.
I can't get no credit for nothing, dog.
You want credit for some bullshit? Oh, nah,
that's credit for bullshit, bro. Dog, that's not. You know what? Fuck it. Either way, all right. Look, man, got the whole gang here. We live.
You can't put the replica above the authentic. That shit don't work in Jersey, so damn sure ain't gonna work in people.
This ain't the Spizikes and the fucking. Anyway, look, man.
That's exactly what you're saying.
You're bugging. Kobe's not a Spizike, bitch. You better watch your mouth.
It ain't the motherfucking lambs either.
Huh?
The motherfuckers.
That's you be the ones. It don't matter. Look. Anyway, look at your camera off, Sean. Don't do that. Look. No. So look. Right when we got on here, like the trade happened. Right. We got Sean hit us up earlier about it. Let us know that it was taking calls about Micha Parsons. Then all of a sudden, right before we got on here, he was traded to fucking Green Bay for 2 first rounds, right, Sean?
And he got a new contract too.
And a new deal.
Yeah. They had the contract before they even announced the trade.
What was his worth?
188 for 4 years. 120 million guaranteed.
Do he play the same? No, he don't play the same position as Chris, right? Chris Johnson? Whatever, not Chris Johnson.
He's a defensive end outside linebacker, but what they did was they paid him defensive end money.
Yeah.
Because he has so many sacks. Like he plays defensive end just as much as he plays linebacker. But they paid him like he's a defensive end. That's how he got the 41 million. Because linebackers don't make that much money compared to a defensive end.
Yeah. How much was guaranteed?
120.
Damn.
Fully guaranteed.
Because I think the Cowboys offer 40. And
Yeah.
after they offer 40, they ain't talk after that.
Yeah. Because see, what happened was, listening to Jerry, basically him and Jerry had a under the table agreement.
Yeah, I remember that part.
He hadn't talked to his agent yet. So when he talked to his agent, because his agent was basically getting fucked out of the conversation, which is how Jerry Jones does business.
Yeah.
The agent was like, nah, bro, we not doing none of that shit. And that kind of ended the whole thing because Jerry liked the motherfucker.
So was it about that extra million? Because if you said Jerry offered him 40 a year and so what was it really about? Was it more about the agent
thing? It ain't about the money and
thing?
none of that shit. What it was is they had a lot of incentives and a lot of verbiage in the contract, which is what the agent broke down. But see, Jerry Jones liked to talk to the player and not talk to the agent and get you to shake hands and buddy with you because, you know what I'm saying, it's all about the star. We can make it big and all this other shit. But they try to put a lot of incentives on him.
The verbiage in the contract that won't be beneficial to the
and see, when the agent got in and the agent told Jerry, bullshit, fuck all that shit. But I found it interesting, the whole situation was when he told them, I want to be traded, he went to Steven and turned in the paperwork and told him, I want out. I don't want to play for you no more. That right there is a little different than some of these other people you hear talking about, I don't want to play for you. When you go to the GM or the boss's son, who basically hand in hand with the owner. Hey, look, nigga, I'm done with you. I'm out. You
And
knew
then
then
he
he
put up
was
the
not
quote.
coming back because he didn't give a fuck. He was already done, so it didn't matter what number they were going to offer him. They could have offered him 50, and he wouldn't have came back.
You could see he checked out when they was in the preseason. He was at
Yeah,
the last game. He was eating nachos, laying on the medical table. He won't even.
bruh.
And the
Because then
ironic,
like
hey,
he was
look,
at
the
work.
ironic part of that was it was the anniversary of when Romo hurt his back in the preseason, so he laid out on the table. The
but then
same
they
day.
That's a
played
crazy
Atlanta, right?
symbolism, bro. That's some
Because
crazy
I think they played
symbolism.
Atlanta that last
It was
game,
Atlanta. It was
and the
Atlanta.
Falcons fans was like, "Come to Atlanta," and you know what he told them?
It's that call.
Make an offer.
So
You don't
let
say
me
that shit if you're trying to stay where you at.
Yeah.
so let me get this straight. He was basically like, I'm out because Jerry wanted to do business with just him and they want to include his agent in the deal.
But
Well,
it was the verbiage in the contract.
So
Basically,
the verbiage in the contract was the reason why he was like, no, I don't like that.
yeah.
what they were going to offer him basically is like they normally do. He was going to get $1 million more, probably more than likely than T.J. Watt, which would have made him still the highest paid player. But usually niggas bump up a million or two. They ain't going. He got some shit more than them dudes. He basically reset the market at the position with that contract, and they had incentives. That's how he was going to get the numbers. So the real contract wasn't 40-something million. The contract that Dallas was offering was like 37, 38. And if he hit certain marks, that would bump it up to 42. No.
And I forgot how much the guarantee would have been.
Yeah.
So
And
he
that's
got
not how you do
41.
it.
He got 41 with Green Bay a year, and then he still got the incentives for certain.
I thought it was 47. It's
He got
47.
47 a year.
But see, the thing is, with the Green Bay deal, which is like with Myles Garrett and what TJ Watt got, they don't have incentive-based contracts. Them niggas getting all you got to do is stay fucking healthy, regardless of the fact whatever you do on the field, you're gonna get this money. See, with incentives, they usually put shit like you got to make the Pro Bowl, or you got to be an All Pro, or you got to get so
This
many
many
sacks, so
stats.
many
Yeah,
tackles.
this many
You know what I'm saying?
sacks or
That's how you get them bonuses to bump your money up.
play a
Well,
certain
Myles
amount of
Garrett don't
games.
have that in his contract. TJ Watt don't have that in his contract. You're not finna pay me less than them when I give you exactly the same thing they give their teams. I want their money. Don't put all these incentives in my shit. And that's where the holdup was with Dallas. Because Jerry liked to finesse niggas. He
And
didn't finesse CD Lamb. He didn't put all them incentives in his, and he didn't put all them incentives in Dak. And Dak's been hurt both years since he got that fucking contract.
because that's kind of the thing they was sprinkling out there about Parsons was he hadn't been healthy. It's been
Which is
times
a
that
lie.
it was been times he wasn't active. So that was them kind of trying to get the leverage in their favor in certain ways.
Yeah.
And when they put it out in the media.
To my knowledge, I think he might have missed one game in the 3 years he was there. He might have missed some plays. He might have missed some practices. Oh no, that's right. He missed like 3 games last year. Because I think it was at the beginning of the season. I think he missed 3 games last year.
Early, and then he came.
In 3 years, I missed 3 games. What are you talking about? That's not injury. That's not an injury history. Like let's cut the shit. So I think that
47. He got 47 a year guaranteed.
Yeah, Dallas was smart. You've already sunk your ship when you gave Dak that deal. You already gave CeeDee Lamb another 30-some-odd million. Your defense is trash even with Micha Parsons. Why are you paying him 40? You can't keep the couple of niggas that's halfway decent on the defense anyway. So you're better off trading him, getting 2 picks to help build a team, and you can fill out the roster with players that aren't making so much money. What they should do, and this is me personally, now I'm just talking football here. It's time to trade Dak. You're wasting money on that dude, and he's not gonna fucking get you.
Nobody want that goofy ass contract.
Bruh, he's better than some of these dudes. Like the Jets could use fucking Dak. That's just let's keep it a buck.
The Jets could use anything. Jets could use us.
My thing is the Joe Milton dude is nasty. I'm telling you some real shit. They backup dude is that deal. And you're gonna have to pay him a third of what you're paying motherfucking Dak, and they could win.
They got to figure out how to develop Milton because
Yeah, he got all the pieces
he too
raw.
he too reliant on the arm. You know, a lot of dudes is like, I got a cannon, so I'm just gonna use a cannon. Because when we played them, he was just throwing it everywhere. We're just like, one of those are gonna go to us, and they did.
Yeah.
And it's
He's a prototypical
So
gunslinger.
he's Stafford.
No.
Stafford first hit the okay.
No. He's like rookie Detroit Stafford.
That's what I meant. Like
not even that.
Georgia Stafford.
Or Cutler.
Not even Georgia Stafford. We're not gonna disrespect Nine. It's more like
he might be Georgia Stafford.
Yeah, we're not gonna disrespect Nine. He's like
nah, he gave y'all the Super Bowl. Fuck this shit.
Even before that, I mean, because the thing about Stafford, when he was coming out of high school, he was one of the best in the Texas type thing. That's why I say you don't want to. That's a bad comparison because.
Gotcha.
Like,
so what, more Cutler type deal? Or?
Nah, he's not. Just
not Cutler. I'm trying to think.
I'll give him that. He's more like Dante Culpepper.
I would say Jamarcus Russell.
I won't even do him that bad. That's crazy. Jamarcus Russell. He would have to fight somebody if they called him that. It's like
that's what I'm saying. He's probably Dante Culpepper.
I can see Culpepper, something like that.
Strong arm. He's not as big, but he has the same arm strength and all that.
Wasn't he like 6'6", 6'7"? A big ass dude.
He was 6'3", 6'4",
really?
275 pounds.
He was stocky as hell, dog.
Yeah, he was big. He was a big boy.
Like fucking Natron Means of that motherfucking quarterback. Big ass dude.
He's a fat Donovan McNabb.
If they really want to develop Milton, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna really have to put that time in because, like I said, got the arm strength, but arm talent you gotta have the other pieces with the arm talent. It just can't be. He can throw it downfield. Yeah, okay. That's why Richardson is in the spot he's in. You can throw it downfield.
No. Let's keep it a buck. Richardson just wasn't that fucking good.
That was my thing where I was gonna go.
He wasn't that. He was barely decent in college. Let's keep it. He was 53%.
But the thing about it as well for building in college when he was at Tennessee, they ain't had him slinging it like that. They had him very
balanced offense.
Yeah, very efficient throwing. Don't be trying to.
And he got to grow into the position because he was behind Hendon Hooker for like 3 years. So it wasn't
He's not starting this year, correct?
Who?
Milton? No, he the backup. He's Dallas backup.
No, the coach quarterback.
Yeah. Hell no. Daniel Jones beat him out for the job.
Yeah.
That tells you that boy is not there. If he gets another chance, he's probably gonna be Geno Smith, be a backup for about 10 years, and then someone might be like, "Fuck it, we ain't got nothing to lose. Let's throw him out there."
I think it would be interesting to see how Packers use Parsons because I think that's the biggest thing that I've always said about Dallas. They never used them right. I just never thought they used them right.
Yeah.
You know, he fits.
Green Bay running a 3-4 works with him because he can do both.
He works better than the 3-4, and I believe that's what they still run. I don't think they switched. So
no, they still run the same thing.
Okay, yeah. So
and he gets to play opposite of another Rashawn Gary, who's already a legitimate line.
You know, I just don't want to see this nigga in that front line twice a year. I mean,
they got a good old line.
I feel sorry for Detroit because they got bookends now. They got two outside linebackers that get busy.
That's why I say, bro, unless you're a top 5 quarterback, I think in this market, I know it takes time, but it's like, bro, when you got to pay your quarterback, bro, might as well just get rid of him and get another one. Because you got to pay other players. It's better you better off finding a game manager and giving that nigga just enough money and saving your chips to get pieces around him. Because it's like,
I wouldn't go that far.
These niggas is like, what, 55 to 60 million?
No, see, the secret is what Kansas City did.
Yeah.
What Green Bay did. They paid their quarterback a year or two early. So by the time they get to where you need them to be, they're already under contract.
Didn't they give him like fucking 10 years, $500 million or something?
They had already won a Super Bowl. They know they wasn't going nowhere. 10 years, $500 million.
And see,
but he gets to
when he got
move. They
paid,
can adjust the contract throughout where he
yeah,
keeps getting his
they can
money,
get
but the
flexible with the
team ain't
contract.
getting fucked over. If like
Now,
Washington, if
now
I'm Washington,
they're not gonna be able to. They couldn't pay Tyreek Hill because of that.
yeah,
So now
you're gonna lose some pieces.
you're gonna have to be budgeting with your receiving core and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
when you draft how they draft, as far as their defense, O line, you're taking care of the key positions. So
mm-hmm.
you can say, all right, I can go get a 2 year veteran guy. You know what I mean? Or 1 year, draft some young dudes and
Yep.
work around it. Because
Develop
the
niggas through the draft.
transition when Travis retires, that's the transition for them. They're gonna have to find what replaces that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
or
Because he's,
draft two to get
you know what I
two of
mean.
them to equal his one.
So,
Mhm.
but I get where you're coming from with the game. It sounds better as a plan, but it's other pieces too, because you got to
Yeah,
have a coach for it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? It's like, and you got to kind of navigate the running back thing, right? Right?
Right.
'Cause
That's what I would look for, more running back and some
see,
fucking really talented slot receivers, dog. I just need a game manager, get that
the
nigga
way
about
y'all
40
got it,
million a year.
it's not a bad way how y'all built it. You know
Yeah.
what I
exactly.
mean?
Detroit and even the Rams, both of those teams modeled it kind of how you were saying. They fortified their defense. They've drafted well. All they needed was to add a proven quarterback. They didn't need to go get a young dude. They needed a proven guy to get them to the destination they want to go.
Yeah.
But they had all they got. They fortified the O line, fortified the weapons, got you. So now you're just adding certain pieces here and there to
Yeah.
complete the
See,
roster
like
because you have a quarterback that you know you can depend on.
that
Yeah.
trade, because I always said, because every 6 weeks, I feel like it's a football account that they put out the trade up, the Lions and Rams trade, and they be like, who won it? And it's like, bro, both teams benefited.
Yeah.
I said it when we did it, because I was like, it allows them to start from
Yep.
scratch with Brad Holmes. Because that's
Mhm.
the key part of it. It's not just
And
the
it
pick.
gave Goff a fresh start.
Right. That's
And
the
it,
key
it
part of it. You got
Goff
Brad
got a
Holmes.
chance to grow a team organically around him
Because see, Brad
being the
Holmes
veteran.
coming from us knows golf,
Yeah.
believed in golf, has faith in golf. So it's like you're not having a GM that's kind of like, I seen how it worked over there and didn't pan
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we know what we can do to strengthen around him. So
Yep.
it's like those picks you drafted properly, and you're a contender.
Yeah.
If you
On the
look,
other side, we got the goal accomplished. So it's like,
mhm,
now down the line, if you win, people will probably say, "Oh, y'all won the trade," but it's like the reason we traded, we already got the goal accomplished. So it's
yeah.
just like,
And
Yeah,
see,
and I think
the
we're still
Lions were
better than
built
Green
just
Bay
like
because
the
I think
Rams.
offensively they can't keep up with it. I think we can,
because
No,
I think
the
a lot of
Lions
people
built
worry
their
about
team like
y'all.
the Rams did. They're the exact same model of each other.
Mhm.
Instead of getting Todd Gurley with one back, they have two.
No, I'm just talking about just as far as like
No,
Michael Parsons being in Green Bay.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, look at the philosophy of why Goff is basically the same guy.
Yeah.
The Lions are reaping the benefit because he's a veteran, so he has time to grow in the league. But when you look at their pieces, they have solid receivers, just like the Rams. They instead of having Todd Gurley, we have Thunder and Lightning.
Yeah,
That gives you the same thing Gurley gave the Rams by himself. But I don't have to pay him. I don't have to take so much damage on those two running because I have two where Gurley, who we all knew was fragile in the knees, he was the only one taking the punishment.
Didn't he get hurt in college on the
He
knees?
had, right, he
yeah,
was hurt coming out of high school. He had two ACLs, dinner knees before he even got to college.
and he
He
was
just was
still
that
sick.
damn good.
Yeah, he was still sick at Georgia.
Yeah, he was just that good. Where if he didn't need to get, if he never gets hurt for the Rams, he's probably got 3 more years. They knew he was only going to play 6 years at the max,
See,
and that's without injury.
if McVay got him before Fisher got him, it would have been different.
Yeah, because Fisher ran that first year. Fisher put miles on that nigga.
Yeah, Fisher just ran him through the ground those first couple years, and
Yep.
the offense wasn't good either. So it's not like
Mhm.
you were, you know,
It was
using
just
him in
him.
other ways. It was just him. It was kind of like the Steven Jackson era. It's just like hand it
Yeah.
off. Um, so, but like you said with Green Bay, I think because defensively they needed that. Their defense
Yeah.
isn't that good. Like they
And
needed
then they're
something.
young in the secondary, so you need a pass rush.
Yeah, they secondary really young.
And
So
they still don't have a really good receiver. I think like you said, we talked about that last
Ah,
season. Where it was like they got
Golden
a
Kid,
lot of B.
Yeah.
They got a lot of
Their
good.
offense
They
isn't
got a
predicated
decent
on a
receiver,
number one.
the
huh?
Their
Golden
offense
Kid,
isn't built around having a number one receiver.
the Golden Kid will probably be the better receiver out of that group.
Yeah.
If he
Because
pans
he's
out.
probably going to stay healthy.
Yeah, because if he's healthy, he's a rookie though. But we
Yeah.
talking like 2-3 years
See,
from now.
their offense is built on they got 4 decent receivers. They got 2
But
decent tight ends. They
they
got
needed him
2
though.
decent running back. Well, they got 1 great running back and a good solid backup.
They needed one that was like over the
Yeah.
decent group. You know what I mean? They needed just
Yeah.
one to kind of be.
Like
And
Golden
I
has the
think,
potential to be a star,
Yeah.
where everyone else is they do their job.
so.
Golden has a chance to
Take
be
an
like
option.
St. Brown.
But like with y'all, right? Because everybody's kind of worried about y'all because y'all lost Ben Johnson and all the coordinators and stuff. So, but the thing is the philosophy don't go away because one play caller leaves. It's like
Yeah.
that shit still stays there. Like Dan still has that approach. I
And they're
think
gonna
y'all will be a
promote
little
from within
different.
too.
I think y'all still gonna be aggressive. I don't think y'all will be Ben Johnson aggressive. Where
Did he go to Chicago or the Jets?
Chicago.
Chicago. Okay.
Yeah. The
Where you'll
defense's
take
philosophy might be the side that gets hurt more than the offense. With Aaron Glenn, y'all defense coordinator went to the Jets. That side might be affected a little bit more by culture
I think
than
it
the
might be
offensive
better
side.
because I think Aaron Glenn. I think them getting hurt didn't help, but when they were healthy, it's very up and down with the play calling on defense. So you're just
He's
like,
a little too aggressive in certain spots than when he needs to be.
yeah, like
Turn
really.
it down a little bit,
You
bro.
have
No, it's just what y'all said. Just reminded me of that goddamn meme that they put out last year. With remember the Titans jump, where it's like the score with Detroit, they'd be up 54-6, and it's like you blitz all night, and they every last one of you out.
Going
You're
zero
like,
coverage
that's
and you
what
up
you
by
get
30.
to, and you're like, because I'm telling you,
I want
like,
them to gain another year.
because it's like in the Commander game, it felt like because they were hurt. Obviously, it was like we talked about it. It's like he didn't have another way to adjust. It was just like that's all we got right now. Is we just gonna try to get pressure, and hopefully something happen.
Yeah.
Now you have a different coordinator. You will be healthier this year. You get Hutch back. That changes everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't, I don't think it's, I get it because they do it with everybody. They did it with us when we lost like Raheem Morris. It was like, oh man, the defense is gonna be. Whole time we couldn't wait for him to leave. It's like, bro, can someone hire him so we can do something else?
Because it allows you to put that fresh blood in there.
Yeah, but it does change you. But it's like if you're, if you know what type of, like I said, what type of philosophy you have, everything you.
Oh
built.
shit! Wait a minute. Hold up. There's more to the trade. This
So
piece
came through.
This piece might actually hurt Green Bay. They traded Dallas Kenny Clark, which is the best D lineman for the Packers.
Oh damn!
Like,
I didn't think they had to give up nobody.
They gave up Kenny Clark and 2 first-round picks.
Oof.
Damn. I thought they got it. It was just 2 picks. Damn. Because I thought they would have had to give up Gray. That's what I thought they would have.
Yeah, I thought they was going to give up one of the 2 linebackers the
Yeah.
Packers got, but you got to keep all of them. That linebacking group nasty as the motherfucker.
Yeah.
So unless
something I don't know nothing about.
So I'm off of Dallas now.
Huh?
So for Dallas or Green Bay?
7 at the time of the trade.
What?
Said that the linebacking group nasty.
Oh no, for Green Bay.
For Green Bay, yeah, because they didn't have to give up none of their linebackers. The problem is they had to give up their best defensive tackle in a system where you need 3 good
did they
defensive
draft
linemen.
a DN? I don't remember them drafting a DN.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
I think Kenny Clark plays nose tackle.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, not DN. I meant to say fucking uh, D line.
Bro, they're comparing this trade to the Herschel Walker trade.
People was talking about it being like the Khalil Mack joint before it happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's a blockbuster trade, but
Yeah, well, I'm mad we don't go big fish hunting, man.
I'm surprised y'all. I'm surprised y'all
Get the fuck
didn't.
out of here, man. You
But
always you Madden GM dog. Y'all are fine. Y'all philosophy works.
but I think
See,
when
here's
you,
the
I
problem with
think
big
we
fish
didn't
with
though.
big fish hunting. It's kind of like the Rams. They had that year and they had all them names. Then you have to do a quick reset so you can't miss. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't miss on picks when you have to do a quick reset.
But we're
Cap numbers.
starving for a Super Bowl, dog.
I think,
Bruh,
but I
it's
think the
baby steps.
expectation. But he not far off because a lot of them kind of expect that big fish hunting because Brad Holmes came from where he came from. Because they looking at like, well, you came from the Rams. They gave up first and all that. Da, da, da. But
You see, Brad
but
Holmes learned his lesson from that decision too.
but
And
that
that year
and
just happened to line up. When y'all got all them big fish, that was like the perfect free agent year. It was like
and
9 top level dudes coming out at the same fucking time.
and the thing is, right, the way he's doing it is the right way. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, because I
You gotta
always
pick and
said
choose your spots.
everyone's going to do it differently because everyone's trying to make it seem like it's one way. Like people look at it and be like, well, how he's doing it this way, so that's the right way. When we was doing it, it was causing fear in the whole league because it's like, Jesus Christ, they're giving up every pick. They don't even care about picks. And it's like, we do care about picks. We have to draft after the first round to have
Yeah.
a team, bro. Like, relax. So,
Even LA, y'all still considered a small market team.
well,
That's
because
the
we're
crazy
new
part.
there. You know what I mean? We're still new. We're like the new,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So,
But
but I,
to be
I
honest, the Rams organization, the Chiefs, the Eagles, Steelers, all the teams who are usually in the playoffs, they all have the same
Green Bay.
pedigree. They always draft well. They don't reach for players. So when you shoot for that big fish, you've already have the guy behind him just in case that shit doesn't pan out. Remember that year the Ravens went after all them big name free agents and like none of them niggas panned out? Them niggas still made the fucking playoffs because they had the dudes they drafted were just as good.
Right.
They didn't
I think
lose anything.
because I think, like I said, it's ways to do it. Like the way
Yeah.
that Detroit is going about it, the way that Eagles is going about it, Green Bay, even teams that's in a different, they're resetting, right? They're changing their approach. So, you know, when you bring in new people in the office and different things, and you got new quarterbacks, you changing a lot of that, and it's like
Yeah.
it's steps to it. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
like I said, because I remember Philly, the first time Philly went and played the Chiefs, this Philly beat writer was saying like um he was just kind of giving all the props to the Eagles and how they built, and he was trying to use us as an example how not to do it. But it was like we won the Super Bowl. So it's like, yeah, we did it in an unconventional way, but we not doing it the same way this time. We doing it
Yeah.
a whole different way.
Mhm.
So it's like the way that Philly did it, they did it a whole different way from when they went with Carson Wentz.
Yep.
And I was like, let the Eagles win it before we start talking about how the way they did it was
Yeah. Start
successful.
crowning niggas.
Yeah,
Man,
it's like you don't
I
have
feel
it.
like in football, man, it's one of those things where it's like you're not guaranteed a spot back. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah,
it's like so if you can go for it all to get one, even if it fuck you up for the next 4 to 5 years, it's like with
and see,
football, it's not like basketball. It's like yo, that one Super Bowl is like everything.
you know what it
Yeah.
is too. I think people expected us to still be a mess now,
Mhm.
like because like you said, 4 or 5 years. I think people was like, oh, they did all that. They had a bad 2022. They're gonna be bad for 5 years, and it's like
Yeah.
every they had to reset. They said, look, we're gonna keep Darnold, Stafford, Cup, and we'll build around that, and we'll just build from there.
Yeah.
And
Now
y'all niggas was
everybody
hitting
can't
home
do
runs
that.
in the draft every year after that.
Everybody can't do that if you don't have the scouts, if you don't have understanding what type of guys you want on your team.
Yep.
If you don't got none of that, yeah, you're gonna be 4 or 5 years stuck saying Yeah, we retooling. It's like, all right, bro. Like,
And what? You know what? We need a new voice.
you know what I'm saying? That's how you get fired. You know
But
what I mean?
see, the Rams also hit on a lot of them draft picks in that retooling.
It had
But
to.
you had the key piece. You had your quarterback, you had your pass rusher, D tackle, and you had your wideout. You can mix and match and adjust, and then y'all was batting 1,000 with the draft picks, so that sped up the process.
Yeah.
Now the Rams are at a point where now we're just adding pieces, tweaking
But like you
this, tweak
said,
that.
it's a different way from what we did
Yeah,
in 17 and
because
18.
when y'all went to the Super Bowl, when y'all won the bowl, like 4 of y'all offensive linemen were like, "Fuck it, I'm done."
Well, no,
Andrew
it was just
Whitworth went straight to TV
it
right
felt
after
like
the
4,
game.
but it was just Whitworth. It was just Whitworth.
No, y'all didn't. I think 2 other guys y'all just didn't
No, they
resign.
went
Y'all
with
replaced
teams.
them.
They got deals. That's
So
all.
it was like, God damn, it's a whole new team.
Yeah, Corbett went to the Panthers and somebody else left.
Yeah, I think the right guard, that's one of them dudes left. Was it Blythe or some shit like that?
So
But they got contracts elsewhere. But like the team were already like y'all already had the left tackle because y'all knew this was Whitworth last year. So it wasn't like y'all was like, oh shit, now what
but
we
the
gonna
thing
do?
about it was, so to get it not to go too deep, the problem with that 22 and 2 year was we hadn't developed any of those depth guys because we were so locked in on going for the chip. Those dudes wasn't developed and they were drafted by a different eye. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Because Aaron Comer, he went to Buffalo. Dude, we had replaced him with, he didn't pick none of these dudes. So developing them won't gonna be in the same form because that ain't the guy that did none of those lines that was 17, 18, 19. You know what I'm saying? 2020. So it was like, because we had to go get a whole nother guy after we fired, thankfully. You know what I mean? So it can go like that. And
Yeah.
having those injuries, because you can't account for the injuries, just.
And also switching gears a little bit, Terry McLaurin got his money. We got 3 years, 96 million.
That's
They
the same
way too
shit he
long
was
to pay
asking
him.
for the whole off season. They could have been gave that nigga that
They
money.
could have been paid him, dog.
He didn't get a dime more than what he was asking for in the first place.
So
I
they did
seen
all
so
that.
many
same
Commander
shit I
fans.
Stalled him out, huh? They just stalled him out.
You
And
know
they
what?
give
And
the
I
nigga
seen a lot
the
of
shit he was been
Commander
asking
fans
for.
being like, "Man, he can go, bro. We don't even need him." Da, 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 like going crazy on him for about a month and a half.
Then
We
he
got it, big
realized.
dog. We got it.
Then when he realized Debo Samuels was the other guy, like, wait a minute, we do need Terry.
They hype about Debo. I'll say that.
Man, I see he ain't wearing leather pants and motherfucking studded jackets in that motherfucker either.
He'll bring him out when the season starts. Don't
I was
worry.
about
yeah.
to say it ain't been but 3 preseason games.
Yeah, he'll bring him out for the season.
Give it
Now,
time.
hold up
Let
now.
it-
In DC,
Yeah,
he
let him
might have
cook.
a boyfriend with his ass. He wear that
Cook,
shit.
right?
He getting comfortable. See, he went to the Go-Go's and all that all summer. He
Wait a
trying to
minute
see what
now,
the
hold
sauce
on.
is.
When the weather changed, start getting a little bit more cold in DC. Oh, it's up. It's
Bro, he
up.
might
He
have
done
a
been to the
boyfriend
park.
with his ass over in DC with that shit on.
Hallelujah, it's raining, man. Hey,
Exactly.
hey,
Go ahead and come out the closet in DC.
Boy, I think wearing a firefighter's uniform. Jesus Christ, with the ass
Yeah,
out
that's
jeans.
nuts.
It's
That's
The
bad.
whole village people get up.
With the
The whole
ass out.
quartet coming to the game looking like
With the Mike
assorted
Tyson
flavors of
draws, he
rainbow.
answered the door for that nigga, yo. The Mike Tyson draws on the G-string jumps.
Man, looking all kind of
Any
ridiculous.
Commander fans that listen to this, they're gonna be furious at this part of the show.
Like, hey,
Nah.
motherfucker. But no,
He
he
do
got
to
his
get
money,
hurt
man.
though.
Down to him.
Like I give week 6 he can get hurt.
So what do y'all think with the new acquisitions they've made? Can they beat Philly if Philly's fully healthy?
No.
Can they win the division? Can they win the division?
They
I think-
can if the Madden curse strikes.
The only they might make it tough for the Lions, but right now they're not. I wouldn't put them at the top of the NFC.
I would say this, like you
They
said, the
might
man
have
curse thing.
closed the gap on Detroit a little bit.
But they still won't be first. I mean, we gonna win. As long as we do our division, they still got to play. Regardless, they have to play what? Philly first or a second round or some shit like that. They get past the wild card.
So
If we're the one
If
seed,
you
I don't know.
The 1 seed is the only one that don't play in the first round. Everybody
Right.
else is in.
So
I
again,
think
if
this
Philly
kinda
is not
locks
healthy,
them
I
in.
can see us. I think we'll win our division. If we're healthy, I think we win our division. I think we'll still be better than the Rams. The NFC South is whatever. Nobody gives a fuck.
Trash.
Yeah.
No,
So
Tampa gonna be in the mix.
It's two teams, Tampa or Atlanta.
Tampa gonna be in the mix.
Yeah,
they'll probably finish at the
wins
10
those
and
two
7
matches
mark, something
between
like
them
that.
two
I got them
teams.
10 and 7.
Tampa gonna be in the mix. Them dudes, if they are healthy, they'll be in the mix. That wide
Yeah,
receiver.
If Mike, what's his name? Mike, what is it? And
Penix.
Mike, what's the boy name? The wide receiver?
Oh, Evans.
Yeah, Mike Evans. That they can fucking stay healthy for the season.
Mike Evans ain't the problem. The one that was Godwin got hurt last year.
Godwin got hurt.
Godwin might be out of the job, bro.
They wouldn't have brought him back. They wouldn't have signed him back or whatever. But
Mecca Abuka about to take them motherfucking catches.
Man, if he has a crazy fucking season, then maybe Chris Godwin be gone at the end of the year or whatever.
Put his ass in the third at the slot for the whole year, and Abuka take that.
This is his last season, or is he on a franchise tag? What's going on?
No, they signed him 2 more years. They signed him 2 more years.
You do they trade him if Buddy get off?
No one's gonna trade for them knees. Not the number he getting. Them knees ain't good enough.
They'll trade for him if he does.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm them, keep that cap, keep that money in house, reduce his role. After them 2 years is up left on the deal, then you move on.
Is Baker a top 10 quarterback?
In Tampa, maybe.
Yeah, in Tampa history, yes.
Yeah.
He might be. He's 2.
It ain't nothing but Brady.
It's Brady than him.
Brady than Baker Mayfield.
God damn!
He just barely passed famous Jameis.
Jesus Christ! I was just saying for this year.
He just ascended to the second spot.
He just slid into that spot.
Tampa don't do quarterbacks. Huh?
No. Defense and defense only. Maybe a running back here and there, but they is all defense in Tampa.
Boy. So he in the top 10 quarterback in the league right now? You don't think so? Okay. All right. I'm asking. He might be 11. He might be 11 or 12, but
would you take Jordan Love over Baker Mayfield right now?
Yes.
Right now.
No, I'll take Baker. Give me Baker.
Yeah, I'll take Baker.
I'll take Jordan Love, man.
I'll take Baker.
I can just start we can do the comparison to see who's in the 10.
Yeah,
we already know the 5.
Take him off in the South.
That's what I said. He's probably I could see 11 or 12. No,
is he better than
so the top 5
what's the boy in Philly and then
that's Hurts
and Redskins? Was he better than those 2?
Jaden Daniels, I think, is better than him.
Better than Hurts?
No, better than
no, he's just going. We know the 4. You know, Lamar, Josh Allen, Mahomes, Burrow. That's the 4.
Yeah,
you got Jaden Daniels. That's 6. Who's 7, 8, 9, and 10? Then who are those guys?
Jaden that high, but I get it.
It's golf. 7, 8, 9, and 10.
I would have golf above him.
Be somewhere in that 7.
I would put golf above Mayfield.
Aaron Rodgers.
Mayfield is probably 11.
No one's picking Aaron Rodgers in the top 15 quarterback.
Not this year. Okay. In 2020, yeah, but
now is this no caveats like depending on health? Because
we're talking straight up.
I would put Tua above him.
Straight up.
The problem with Tua is he stays hurt, but I would put Tua above Baker Mayfield.
I would not do that. I can't put Tua in there.
A healthy Tua likes motherfuckers.
All right, so you saying football with injuries off? Take the injuries off.
No injury.
Take the injury sliders off.
Tua is a better quarterback with no injury. The problem is his injuries knocks him down a lot.
The thing for me with Tua is like, he still to me hasn't. He's still some steps to go before he can get like stamped to be like, all right, he top 10 for sure.
I can't put 2 in 10 at all when you can't win a game when it ain't 80 degrees outside.
I ain't even getting to that.
The Dolphins in history haven't done that. We ain't gonna put that on the quarterback. That whole franchise fumbles in the cold.
I ain't even want to get to that because that's
Dan Marino didn't even win with the niggas in the cold.
That's Dan Marino though.
It's the same premise.
No, Dan Marino didn't have this roster. He didn't have 2 weapons on the outside.
Dan Marino. He didn't have a running game. Mark Clayton was nasty for the Dolphins back with him. The problem is, in December, they always lose in December.
What about Drake May?
No, he
That's
ain't there yet.
still
No.
young.
Not yet.
Okay.
Still young.
All right. So outside of the AFC North, it's just Josh Allen. AFC
CJ Stroud. I will put CJ
West.
Stroud above him.
That's a good one right there. Stroud.
Stroud has an argument for the 10.
That's still only 7 people y'all that we putting over him.
We're at least at 8.
No,
That's
we're
seven.
at least at 8 because we did the first 4. Then we said Hurst, Jaden Daniels. That's 5 and 6. Then you said Golf would be 7. Stafford would be
y'all
8.
put Golf above him. Okay, y'all put Golf above him.
Stafford would be 8.
CJ Stroud, we're at 9.
I can't put CJ Stroud in the top 10. I can't. Because once they had film on that motherfucker, that nigga's second year was not like that rookie year. Can't do that.
Famous James. I'm being funny.
James not even James is the number 3 quarterback in the for the Giants. Come on, man.
He gonna be QB1 soon though. He gonna be QB1 soon.
I would say
QB1 in prayer. Yeah, QB1 in prayer. Not in on the field.
What about Kyler Murray?
Hell no.
I would put Kyler Murray up there before I put fucking CJ Stroud. No bullshit.
We're talking above Baker Mayfield. We're not.
Is he above Baker Mayfield? I don't put him above Baker Mayfield. No.
I won't put him above Baker.
What about Brock Purdy?
No.
He has an argument, but
he's taking the 49ers to the bowl.
But we
Christian McCaffrey took them to the bowl.
Thank you, dog. Don't do
that.
Do not.
I've been on this show way too many times breaking down that offense for you to say Purdy took them to the bowl. Don't do that. You know better than that, Court.
Yeah, he didn't lose them in the games either.
You sure about that last year? We watched them last year.
Bruh, who did he? Bro, half they fucking roster was hurt last year.
Welcome
and
to
it was only
I call that bad management. Giving Brandon Ayuk $30 million, nigga. What?
Brock Purdy ain't healthy, bro. Brock Purdy ain't putting their dime in nobody's
pocket. They lost games when they were healthy. They played us. They was healthy.
One nigga.
They missed the playoffs by 1 game.
Stafford threw the ball to one nigga to win the Super Bowl. Said,
with 1 game.
I didn't know where I'm going with the ball and threw.
If they beat Seattle's out.
So I mean,
I'm only pointing at he took them. That's not a fair assessment of how that works over there.
But the quarterback. Let's be real. We all know the quarterback gets far more credit than what he's doing.
That's what I'm saying. Not even that. We know how that works over there. I have broken that thing down too much on this show. How that works over there.
Okay. What about?
Is he better than Baker Mayfield?
No.
So right now, Baker Mayfield is 10.
So yeah, I said 10.
I said 10. I said 10.
What about Dak Prescott?
I said no to that. I was like, no,
not right now.
Dak couldn't beat Baker Mayfield for number 10. That nigga is a 360 calorie donut. You are hungry right after you eat that motherfucker.
The thing about Dak.
Dak is empty calories, dog. That nigga is empty calories. Straight the fuck up, dog. That nigga is empty calories, bro.
Oh, hold up. I got one. What about Justin Herbert?
Yeah.
What about Bo Nix?
Bo Nix only got 1 year. Now that they got film on him, we'll see what happens.
Who?
Let's see.
Jaden Daniels only got 1 year.
I don't got Jaden Daniels that high, though. I said I don't got Jaden Daniels that high.
Because no one's seen that Washington had a team that good. You know what I'm saying? Denver, we know Denver has the balance of the defense and the run game and all that. Yeah. Jaden Daniels won games in Washington, flat out.
So Bo Nix just didn't lose games.
Pretty much. That's how I look at that.
So Justin Herbert would be number 10.
Who?
I'm not a fan of Justin Herbert, me personally, but
so it's still arguably at the case. At the end of the day, he's still arguably
he can be 10. He can be 10 or like Court say at 11.
Baker Mayfield at worst, Baker Mayfield is number 11.
The thing that hurt Justin Herbert,
he's 11. He could be easily 10. He could be easily 8. The worst you're gonna put Baker Mayfield is number 11.
What you say, Sean?
The thing that hurts Justin Herbert is the talent is always praised, but when he gets to the postseason, he doesn't have all the regular season talk and expectations met. Like his past playoff performance. Like I've seen the top 10s and they put him in the top 5, and I'm like, there's no way you can sell me on him being top 5.
Yeah. When it's
Because-
crunch time, he doesn't show up when it
And with
matters.
the weapons that he has, he's not. He doesn't get it done.
And
He's
he had
all-
better rosters than last year.
Yeah, but this
And
roster, I don't
it's
think is any better than last year because they receiving core still sucked to me. Even
It's
getting Keenan Allen
this
back.
way, but you know what it is?
But I agree with you. He doesn't measure up when it matters.
And I think because we talked about who has that prove it thing coming this year, and I said Trevor. It's the same.
Wow,
thing
you
with
putting
him.
them in the same bracket?
Who?
I can kind of
Both
see
of
the
he's saying they're both in the prove it bracket. That's what he's
yeah,
saying.
but
Yeah,
I can
'cause
see
it's
it. I
like-
can see because Justin Herbert gets put in the elite. Don't nobody put Trevor Lawrence in elite, but yet
Right.
there's
They
both
it's
still in that
question
same
marks.
you need to prove it bracket.
Because what it is, right? What Justin does whether it's analytically or all that, the talent, all that, it's there.
Yeah.
He has it. It's like when Stafford was in
putting that shit
Detroit, you're
together.
like, this dude has it, but he's not. It's not coming across the finish line.
Yeah.
But it's a little different with Justin because he's over there. He's not in Detroit. It's a different expectation. And they've put a lot on him early. It's like, yo, Justin could be one of the best in the world. And it's like, when it's time for him to be the best, the Texans sent him home. And he had a bad game.
Yeah.
It ain't like he balled out and they just lost.
Yeah. Nah, he
You know what I'm
that
saying?
shit up.
Let me ask
He
y'all,
was the reason they got blown out.
let me ask a question. How many years has Justin Herbert been in the league?
I think
Five?
six.
Five.
Six.
This is what
5.
He's good. This is going on 5, right?
No, this is going on
Because him and
6.
Tua came out the same time.
Yeah, I
It's gonna
think
be
this is
6.
year 6.
So Baker's been in the league, what? He's going on 10, 8?
No.
It's about
Baker's been in the league
Baker
about
Mayfield
8, 9
was-
years, hasn't he?
Baker should be on year 7 or year 8.
Yeah, he
I
came
think
out
he's on
19.
So then it's not a big difference. I'm about to say, 'cause if he's like,
Yeah,
I thought
it
he
ain't
was
that
2, I'm about to
far.
say, wouldn't that be a
No,
big,
no.
that
But
would make
see-
a difference. Okay.
But Baker's story is a lot different because the Cleveland thing didn't work out. He ended up in Carolina. People kind of said he was done. I remember Stephen A said he can go ahead and retire now. His career is done.
They did Baker dirty.
So, but
He got
then he came to
rejuvenated with the
us.
Rams, and he's been busting ass ever since.
He came to us, and everybody's like, "Wait, Baker Mayfield can play." Like, so
He played
You know.
in Cleveland. No one wins in Cleveland.
but he won a playoff game for them, and they still didn't pay him. But they gave Watson, fresh from the parlor, $370 million.
He literally slid into the office and
He
got
slid it
230
all
guaranteed.
baby oiled up right to the deal.
This guy stop.
This nigga left the parlor and a freak off. It was both in one day.
in the same night.
Fresh out the Diddy party, 238 million.
Freaky man Watson was there. He got the deal.
Yeah.
They ain't even look at no tape. Just give
That's
it.
He got
That's all the way
238
out.
million right off the freak off. 38 billion
Fresh out the freak off.
He
338
got
was shaking hands at the
238
door.
billion right out the freak off.
170 guaranteed. God, what?
9 billion guaranteed. It's for you, baby.
You
All
ain't gonna wipe your hands off? Nah, bro. I need this oil.
right, hold up. Wait.
I like to stay
minute.
moisturized.
Wait one goddamn minute. Get your man, Deontay. Get your man. He wild.
But that's my thing with Justin. You know,
He has to prove it. I feel
And
you.
that-
But
it's the same
you
thing
can,
with
so you can make that argument for Baker.
like Jaden, I ain't mad at
Yeah,
Jaden
yeah,
being
you
in the
can
top
definitely.
10, but I just won't have him super high because I think that's what happened with CJ. People had him super high. They had him like 6, and I'm like, bruh, we gotta chill. Like,
Yeah.
The NFL adjusts to players real fast.
that,
So
and
Gotcha.
you gotta think like the Texans was winning games, but that was a lot of like they just kind of
Magic.
wheeled to the wins. Those
Yeah.
won't like
they
you
was
know
getting
what I'm
some
saying?
blessings that they didn't necessarily deserve.
because they still hadn't addressed the issues that they had the
Mm-hmm.
second year for him. They run game was the O line was so it's like and like you said, you got tape from his first year, so you know what can disrupt what he liked to do. So it's
Then
like
injuries to your key players didn't help him
that's a
either.
bad mix
So-
to be putting somebody at top
Let
6.
me ask y'all this, and I'm gonna start with Deontay on this. What team outside of your team do you expect to make the biggest jump or improvement this year? Start with Deontay.
New England. They're going to be much better because of Mike Vrabel. He's going to turn that franchise around. They're going to go from being garbage truck juice to probably just trash. You see what I'm saying?
Maybe what 3-14 last year or something like that, or
No, that was us, motherfucker. That was us. I don't know what their record was. I think no. We did have the same record, but goddamn, we beat them. We beat them, and then it was something else. I think they got one more win than us, some shit like that. I don't.
4-13, something. Okay, cool.
My brain's ready for this year. I don't remember nothing last year. Yeah, they probably going from garbage truck juice to just trash. So they'll probably win about 6 or 7 games this go round. That's a big jump for them.
Yeah,
I got you. Court, who you got? Who you think will make the biggest jump this year?
And that's just all the coaching alone is going to change the whole
6 games.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I think Tennessee is an obvious one because I think they hit on some key positions, and I think second-year coach has a chance to kind of progress. So I'm not gonna go with them. I'm gonna throw a wild card team out there.
The Raiders?
They might not win, but they have a chance to fuck it up for some other people. And that's the motherfucking Cardinals. And the reason why I say the Cardinals is because they are a team who was traditionally subpar, but they always play the good teams good, especially the good teams in their division. They've always played them well. They just trick it up against teams that they should beat. They're a team that has a good chance of going 8-9, but fucking it up for somebody who is playoff bound, like Seattle. They'll fuck around and beat Seattle twice and knock Seattle out of playoff contention, even though they know good as well they're not going either. That's the thing. That's what this is the kind of year where the Cardinals might pull it out. Like, I don't see them making the playoffs, but they'll fuck somebody else's trip up.
Okay.
And it's mainly because they've improved their defense significantly.
What about you, Sean? What do you think?
I think I already said who I had as a dark horse. That was Denver. So I think they'll be the.
Okay.
You said Denver?
Yeah.
Like, dark horse in Denver's case is winning their division.
Well,
which is not out of the question.
It's not. I see your dark horse on them, but the dark horse for them is beating the Chiefs twice and winning that division.
Because I think a lot of people expecting the Chargers to be really, really good, and I think they kind of just in the cut.
Yeah.
Quick thing, real fast. Week 1, take the Chargers over Kansas City. First game. I'm telling you right now.
I'm not mad at that.
First game.
Because they ain't charging yet, so you can trust them a little bit.
Give them time.
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on that.
You don't believe in Herbo? You don't believe in Herbo?
Oh God!
Like, I haven't seen enough of the Chargers to even have an inkling about that. Like, they find a way to lock up in important games. So I ain't put zero effort in the fucking Chargers.
I say Denver. Anybody else, I would have to really think, but that's who I got.
Yeah, but now I agree with him on New England. They seem like they're heading in the right direction. I think Tennessee
no noise over there, right?
And that's why they're heading in the right direction.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no noise. It's just they getting ready. I like the running back they got. I wish we would have drafted him, but that's
and he a Virginia boy from Hopewell.
I think honestly, and for me, it's Cincinnati.
Bro, you're giving them motherfuckers too credit already.
You talking about a leap?
No. Huh?
You talking about a leap from last year?
Yeah, because last year they didn't make the playoffs, right?
So
they were 9-8, and they could have made it.
I think because I'm not saying he can play better. I mean, he still don't have offensive line, still don't have a defense.
Right. That's the problem.
But I believe he's gonna. I think he has something to prove. I think he got a chip on his shoulder.
You can't have the number 1 offense and the number 32 defense.
That's true, but I think he got a point to prove.
I
think he got a point to prove. I think people been talking too much shit. I think he ready to
he's
go
been,
all
yeah,
out.
He's been getting his fair
their
share.
defense might be 36 out of 32.
They've been on his ass though. So I think that he is going to. I think he had a point to prove. I think he's gonna show out. I think they're gonna get at least 11 games this year.
But
I think Baltimore gonna be really. They're gonna be on Baltimore's ass this year.
The thing is, if you're right, G, the one team who need to worry about Cincinnati more than else is Kansas City.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, the Chiefs seem to find a way to beat the Ravens or the Bills. Cincinnati always has a chance to beat them
Yeah, they pushed them the hardest
in the playoffs. Every year it seems like Cincinnati, they make their
You know what
runs
it
because
is?
Cincinnati finds a way to either not make the playoffs or trick it up before they get
You
to
know
it.
what they do, and like with Buffalo, like Buffalo beat them in the regular season.
Buffalo, yeah, they owning the Chiefs lately in the regular season. Yes.
Last
So
3 seasons, last 2.
I think the last
Three,
two,
I think 3 out of 4. The
but
Bills have won the regular season and lost the playoffs.
so it's like they need to be that level in the postseason against them for because that's the thing that's kind of blocking Josh. He got to get over that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Lamar. Because I like when y'all said them too, because it's like, yeah, they're too high up on the like we already automatically put them in the top 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're too high for you to be.
Yeah.
What,
Like
you
right
know
off
what
the
I mean?
top, like, yo, those two, but yeah.
And see,
So
the thing is, those two teams find a way to trick up a game, and they end up having a matchup with each other early in the playoffs. So the Chiefs get a free ride to the AFC Championship, and them two niggas cancel one out. And it's like, God damn it! If one of these teams could have broke through, like the Bengals have played the motherfucking Bills in the first round, and then the Bengals beat them, and then the Ravens got to play the Bengals, and the Ravens beat them,
But
or
here's
the
the
Ravens
thing:
lose
if
to a team.
if
You know what
if
I'm saying?
Denver wins that division, Kansas City probably got to play both of them niggas. Just
If
just
Denver
off
wins
of
that
division,
division,
off of
Kansas
1
City
and
will
2.
lose early because Kansas City will have to play one of those 3 teams that give them trouble. They'll play them early if
They'll
Denver
have to
wins
play.
that
They'll have
division.
to play. They would have to play the Ravens if the Ravens finish second. They would have to play the Ravens in the divisional, and then they would have to play Buffalo if they played them in the AFC Championship. That's how that would work. If they ended up 4 or 5, something like that. If Denver won, they'd be 5. So,
But I ain't gonna bet against the Chiefs because they always seem to find a way to retool and get back to the show.
that voodoo.
yeah.
But if
One of them do. One of them
their
do
3
this year, I think.
receivers stay healthy for the year, we know Rashid gets 6 extra weeks of rest.
Well, he out the first 6. Yeah, he's done the first 6.
Yeah,
Travis
and
Kelce is engaged now. I said he didn't give a fuck about football last year.
Yeah,
I
he
think
gonna be real checked out for about 12 weeks.
but the thing is, you might not see
the
Travis
man
Kelce
and
till
that,
the
and that
playoff
wife
time.
of his. Okay, nothing wrong with it, my
You know what
buddy.
I'm saying? That's the thing with the Chiefs. They can rest Kelce, still win, and then when it's playoff time, you get the traditional old guaranteed money in Travis.
Well, I think they still the Chiefs. I think people gonna look at them a little different because of the Super Bowl. Because they don't have they're not walking
Saquon
in,
Barkley is different.
huh?
Saquon Barkley is a man amongst
Well,
men.
no, that roster's different. Let's
Yeah.
give it because they handled Saquon. It was the rest of everybody.
That's because they put 12 men. They put 12 men on Saquon and said, "Fuck it, Jalen, you
Oh
play."
yeah, well that D line got the job done.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just that Philly roster. You know what I mean? Like everybody don't have Philly's roster. They don't have their coaching, but
Yeah,
you can compete with the Chiefs. They're not unbeatable. Like we talked about it all last year. It was just last minute stuff that shoot yourself in the foot things.
they
I
had
don't
some
think a
nervous
lot
with
of that luck streak gonna help them this year. They gonna have to win games. They can't be doing the
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
because what the
getting
Raiders
by.
should have beat them twice last year, and the Broncos should have beat them twice last year.
yeah. And
I
this
just
year
had
those teams gonna be a little bit more up for it.
I just had a thing real quick, y'all. When we play this back, Deontay, as you were, I don't know, eating chips or something, your screen froze on my end. I don't know if y'all saw it, but it caught you like this eating it. So you was like,
Get out of here.
so
Get out
that's
of here.
it caught you laughing. That's what caught you like this.
Nigga, that was just on your end because it didn't freeze on my end, motherfucker.
So if they play it back and they record it, y'all, they see it at the 58-minute mark.
So
That was
that's
kind of
what
fun.
that's
Put it
what
out
be
there.
the
Anyway, that shit was funny as fuck.
Sean gonna redo the footage and find that part and post.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
gonna be the goddamn screen on YouTube.
That's the thumbnail.
That's the steal.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the steal.
Name of this episode gonna be that
We
nigga
call
hungry.
it the chips and we'll call this the chip and dip.
Yeah, that brother
yeah,
starving.
chips and
That's the
dip.
name of this episode. That brother starving.
The goddamn Cam Ward got a big ass beard now.
I'm speaking of Cam
Hey,
Ward.
bro.
Speaking of Cam
gonna be
Ward,
special.
I know
He
for
gonna be
him, right? Being the number 1 pick, his his story is kind of like not being talked about enough. I feel like,
We
from
don't have not one fucking primetime game. Not one. This is the most disrespect that a number one pick has ever gotten in the history
Well,
of football.
they might
because
flex
I
him
look
in
at it
about
right
week 6.
before
After he
the
licensed
draft.
They don't do that flex shit till week 16, bro. By the end, shit. Will you really give a fuck anymore?
When the season before the draft, it was a lot of they was framing things a certain way. It was like, oh, Shador, he's a pariah. He's gonna ruin your team. He's a cancer. Cam Ward, that's a model citizen. That's who you want as your quarterback. It's like, all right, talk about Cam Ward now too. He's the number one pick, and I find it crazy that it's like you're penalizing him because of the team he playing for, and it's like, well, dog. I gotta see Cleveland on my screen all day, and they are gonna be Cleveland as usual. Like
Getting annihilated.
whether Shador plays or not.
Bruh.
So it's like,
He might
bro,
not play their game.
because they'll get on TV and be like, man, we're not talking about Cam Ward enough. We'll talk about Cam Ward. What the like? You're the media. What the like?
So that's an easy fix.
So I think
they want to talk about Shador because it's that they want to just shit on him every time they get a chance.
but they know they want ratings.
Yeah.
Engagement, but you can get engagement if you're talking about the number one pick. Like
Busting people ass.
He went to Miami. He didn't go to. he didn't go to.
They'll change the subject. They'll change the subject from Bronny to Shador to.
I know you, bruh. Wait a minute. Hold the fuck up. That's what we doing. That's the bullshit, huh?
Yeah, he meant that. He meant
that.
I
mean, listen, man. Look,
yeah, that wasn't no fuck up. That ain't
overall,
ain't no backtracking that bullshit. You meant that.
Like I was saying, like Cam,
shit. We might get for real.
To turn into a 5-star dude, like his story is right there, bro.
Yeah. See, people forget when he was at Incarnate Web, that nigga led all of college football in passing, touchdown to interception ratio, the whole shit. It just they won AA, but he led all college football in passing.
I think it should show how good Cam Ward really is because everybody on that team that declared for the draft either went undrafted or is on somebody's practice squad right now, and he's the only one.
When he went to Washington State, he had Washington State relevant.
Yeah, they had no juice without him. Yeah. So
Miami was just like, oh, you deserve some limelight, but he had already earned the fact.
Well, Miami had the money.
If he would have came out last year, Cam Ward would have been the third quarterback taken behind Jaden Daniels. That's how nasty he is. He would have been the third quarterback taken.
You know what? He wouldn't
because the Raiders would have took him. Huh?
He would have failed because he went to Washington.
No, he would have. No, because he would have went.
He wouldn't have been. The
Raiders would have.
That's why he came to Miami because he declared and then he stayed.
Yeah, well, NFL teams are. I forgot NFL teams are stupid.
Because he declared and it was like he probably end up in the third and fourth round. That's what they was estimating.
So then he reset, come back.
Okay. So he was like, you know what? I'll go to Miami, get my stock up a little bit more then.
Because he did the same. That's the thing. He played the exact same way.
Oh yeah, because
it wasn't like what you saw in Miami was different than at Washington State.
Because Miami,
bigger market.
Miami had the bread because we was trying to get him too, but Miami had more bread for him, so he went to Miami. So
wait a minute, who do you like in college? Florida State. That's right, Florida State.
Yeah. Bobby Bowden, nigga. Bobby Bowden.
ESU, dog.
Y'all might want to dig his ass back up so y'all can start winning again.
Chill.
Y'all need Bobby Bowden. Bobby Bowden, bruh. You know you nasty when Bobby Bowden. All you have to do is show up. He don't even have to come to your house and niggas like everyone. He was winning recruits just off his name.
Y'all niggas.
I mean, if we got the money, we'll holler at Nick, see what he want to do. But
shit, y'all motherfuckers winning that championship, y'all get Nick. Nick have Alabama whole team transfer to fucking Florida State.
But it just depends on how things go this year. But nah, man, I like I said, I think it's just a weird. I've never seen this with a number one pick, bro. It's just weird. It's like
Caleb Williams had 3 primetime games last year, and we said Chicago was going to be trash regardless.
And I think
Bryce Young had 2.
And I don't know why. That's Carolina. We don't want to watch that. Like, so for me, I'm bringing it up because I think it helps him. It helps that team because they can just be under the radar and worry about being better and getting.
But that's what I like anyway. Because when I'm under the radar is when I make the most money.
Because I'm gonna call it now. Y'all know how it's gonna go. He start winning over there. They start being exciting and being sexy to talk about. They gonna act like they didn't do all this in the offseason.
Yep.
And then you'll be having people. I believe
we never
Japan
said
Ward.
that.
And you be like,
Play the tape back. We never said that. Play the
all
tape back.
year.
Then all of a sudden, Calvin Ridley is a top 5 receiver, and Tyler Lockett still got it. And like, bro, y'all sucking the Titans' dick real heavy this day.
Damn.
Y'all motherfuckers, they was an expansion team 6 weeks ago. Now all of a sudden they the hottest team in the fucking league. Like, wait a minute, come on, man.
Can anybody beat the Titans?
Turn it down.
I'm gonna tell you, the media is waiting.
Bro, they wouldn't have said that about us when we were good.
No,
In a 3-week span, we beat Buffalo, Kansas City, and the Rams, and they found reasons why all the other teams lost. Not why we won.
They gave those games to the Titans. It was sympathy.
They really did.
Buffalo on a Monday. Kansas City did not score a touchdown on that Sunday we played them. And then we beat the Rams on a Sunday night game. And it was the other teams, they tricked it up.
It was everybody else's fault.
Josh Allen slipped at the goal line.
You know what's wild about that? Because that usually happened with us. When we beat like Seattle or the Niners, they be like, what did the Niners do wrong to lose this? It's like, we beat them, man. they ain't do nothing wrong. What the fuck is that?
Like
they do that to us all the time. So I was tripping when they did that with the Titans. I was like, y'all never give us that. Like, oh, no, y'all ain't really lose. The other team, you know what I mean? They just so happened to win, but y'all really didn't lose. It's like, what? What do we lost. It's okay.
Yeah, they don't like that shit.
But,
so what we got? We got what? One more week of
1 week from today is kickoff. Cowboys and Eagles.
Yeah.
That should be a snuff film.
College start this weekend.
Friday. You got a Friday game. You got what was it? A Friday or was it a Saturday game with Kansas City and the Chargers? I think it's Friday.
I think it's
I'm gonna put 50 on the Chargers real quick.
Do it.
I'm put 50 on the Chargers. Because Deontay said it, so
that's gonna be the new segment of the show. Deontay bets or something like that. Gotta come with a better name.
Do that, right? So every week Deontay's gonna tell you who to bet for. And if you don't win, he's gonna give you your money back.
Whoa, nigga, hold up.
That stipulation was not talked about before the show.
Now this is when they cut the mics off.
Yeah.
Come on, Jerry Jones. There you go with them incentives.
Bet on tape.
Like,
we gonna call
no, I think he's won me some money. He's won a few people some money. So I think if y'all are some bettors out here, I think that listen to Deontay. You'll win more than you lose. I will say that. He's won me a few $100, a couple thousand so far. So
call it the bet on tape segment. That's what we call it.
Yeah, Deontay definitely hit a lot on them bets, and you can't deny that shit.
But
that
if I don't
money
win,
holla at Tate.
He gonna get my money back because he might be my brother. So I'm gonna get my money back from that nigga. I know he heard that shit too. But we gonna get up out of here.
Call you Parlay Tay now. You gotta change your name on the show. You Parlay Tay now.
Parlay Tay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trademark that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Merchandise coming soon.
Thank y'all again for watching. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.